Have you ever heard the saying that it takes money to make money? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you why hitting 100,000 in your net worth is important and how you can get there fast. And once you do, how your net worth is actually going to explode or it's going to accelerate real quickly. So let's hop on into today's video. So the way I think of $100,000 in your net worth is comparing maybe a old flip phone to a smartphone, and just the opportunities that you have are endless. The things that you can do once you hit $100,000 in your net worth just changes. So your world's going to change in terms of just the opportunities that you will have at your disposal compared to when you did not have the $100,000. So let's talk about the math behind the $100,000. Let's assume that you are investing $500 per month at 7%. It's going to take you 11 and a half years to reach your first $100,000. If you continue to put in the $500 at the same rate of return, and we know the markets fluctuate, but just for illustrative purposes, it's going to take you 7 years to reach 200,000. So from 100,000 to 200,000, to move from 200,000 to 300,000 is going to take you 5 years, and the time gets compressed. And so if you just continue, what took you 11 and a half years could get down to 3 to 4 years to reach the next $100,000 mark. And that's amazing. It's just not as difficult as what you might think. So if you just stay consistent in terms of your investing and putting money in, you can reach your goal of what you actually desire to have when you reach the age of retirement. But I just wanted to show you guys that there is logic and the scientific facts and data behind why the $100,000 is key. Your net worth will skyrocket once you reach that goal if you continue to put money into the ground or you continue to invest. So once you reach that $100,000 mark, your life will change. It becomes a game changer, as Charlie Munger refers to. So if you don't know who he is, I've got a link in the description beneath this video where I just detail his life. He wasn't a professional man. He was somebody that discovered the power of investing, and he just invested and invested, and he moved from a saving mindset to an investing mindset, and he accumulated a couple of $1 million or several $1 million with just a quote-unquote ordinary income. And his life is a testimony that if you apply the right principles, if you are disciplined, if you do invest into your future by making smart financial decisions today, you can become a millionaire, and a lot quicker than what you might think. You might be saying that all sounds great, but how do I actually get to the $100,000 mark? So if you're younger, you've got more time on your hands, so you've got a longer period of time that you can actually invest. So if you're in your 20s and you're watching this, start investing today. Start setting aside money. If you are older, you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s, you're going to have to invest a lot more than somebody that's in their 20s. So you're going to then have to increase your contribution rate. So look at your spending plan, assess what you're spending your money on, and how you can actually free up actual resources or funds to be able to invest more so that you can get to your position that you desire in terms of your financial independence number. So how much it is that you actually feel that you need in order to retirement. Another way that I've discovered and that I'm implementing to actually get to my goals is, yes, I'm investing, yes, I'm saving, but I've actually got extra businesses or side hustles. And so we live in this digital day and age where it's never been easier to actually make money online. And so I encourage you guys, once you have a certain amount saved up in your emergency fund and some extra cash, continue to invest, but then consider starting a business. And this could be an online business. This could be creating courses, writing books, solving other people's problems with the knowledge that you have, or anything else. But once you've got that little buffer, I encourage you to go out and see how you can generate extra income. But then here's the kicker. Don't just take that extra income to fund your current needs and your current lifestyle. I'm all good with actually going on vacations and enjoying life, but not at the expense of your future. So if you find yourself in a position where you do generate extra income through your business or businesses, as I do, it's important that you take a portion of that to actually invest into your future. You can use the income that you get from these additional streams of income to actually invest, whether it's into a Roth IRA or some other retirement vehicle. Make sure that you're taking a portion of your increase or your additional income that you're getting and actually investing into your future, because that way you'll get there a lot quicker than just by using the income from your current job that you might have. The next thing that I just wanted to touch on real quickly is getting yourself out of the equation and automating your savings and your investing. This is important, guys, because if you actually find yourself in a position where you're doing things manually, you might run into a situation where you forget to automate a transfer into your investment account. You forget to automate a transfer into your emergency fund, and you end up spending that money on things that doesn't get you closer to your goals. So don't forget to automate your finances. And so this, at a really high level, is where money comes into your checking account and it goes towards the particular areas that you've identified as being important to you. In fact, I've got a video above over here, somewhere on top over here, where I talk to you about how you can automate your finances, and I'll share some resources too in that particular video, talking you through the principle of automation, how you should do it, and how it's actually going to get you closer to your goals a lot quicker. If you find yourself in a position where you say, that's great, but I am not financially savvy, I don't understand finances, I don't have a background in finances like you do, Lyle. I get it, I understand that. And so I want to suggest that you consider using a financial advisor that's a fiduciary. So what a fiduciary is, it is somebody that has your best interest in mind above their own. They're not going to advise you to invest in certain products that doesn't align with your beliefs. They're not going to advise you to invest in things like crypto if you don't want to take that risk. They look at your risk tolerance and things that's important to you, and that's the sort of advice that they are going to give you. So not all financial advisors are bad. Some of my closest friends are financial advisors, and they are people who are people of integrity, people who look after their customers and their clients' best interests. So find a financial advisor like that, especially if you don't feel comfortable. And yes, you're going to pay them a fee. That's their bread and butter or their trade. If you don't feel comfortable, you might just have more peace at the end of the day by actually having somebody else manage your resources. And this will give you the opportunity to grow your wealth without actually being involved in the trenches. But at the end of the day, it's still your money. So it's good to at least have some knowledge with regards to what they are doing with your funds so that you know that they're actually managing it the way that you would want them to. So as we wrap up this video, guys, I'm not saying that reaching $100,000 is easy, but what I am saying it's doable. There are lots of people all around the world that have achieved and attained this goal, and you can too. And on this channel, I'm going to share with you practical tips and tools to cut your costs, increase your income, and live a generous lifestyle. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe below.